I think great franchises are built from the top all the way down. Starts with James Jones, a guy I was a teammate with in Cleveland. He's done a fantastic job. Hires the right coach. Monty Williams, he sets the culture, makes sure that those guys understand that it's bigger than just basketball with him. He's teaching you life lessons as well. You don't mind if a coach yells at you if you think he cares about you. Then the last piece, they bring in Chris Paul. Devin Booker was already there, so they bring in Chris Paul, a mentor, a leader, somebody that can show these guys how to win. You mix that up with a lot of good young players, some good draft picks. Next thing you know, you got a championship caliber roster, and that's how we got here today. Chris Paul, the point god himself, with a phenomenal performance in Game 6 yesterday. It was impressive to see, but listen, this franchise has totally rebuilt, and it starts with excellent hires up top.
Because, Jet, CP not only tied his playoff career high with 41, but 31 of them came in that second half. How do you describe what you saw from him down the stretch?
Well, this is sheer determination and understanding that, look, these opportunities are far and few between at the tail end of my career. Not saying he's there now, but he's probably on the back nine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for him, 16 years of, like he said, heartache, disappointment, injuries, and just not being able to get there. 11-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA, 9-time All-Defense. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. That boy is good.
That boy good.
He's good. And so for him, I just got to believe, like, he was not going to let that moment pass, and he's still not done yet.
I do want to revisit a moment late in the game. Patrick Beverley waiting until Chris Paul was walking away, then shoved him in the back. He was, of course, ejected after this. And earlier today, he tweeted an apology saying
my man Kaminsky, though.
His emotions got the best of it.
Kaminsky got to come to his boy's aid a little bit better than that.
Brendan, you are one of the first people I think of each and every time I witness a moment like this, because I just want to know what your reaction was.
Well, the first thing I thought the move by Pat Bev was Bush League. Listen, you can't be the guy yapping and chirping, and then when it's your turn, you don't want to take it and you want to push somebody in his back. That's dangerous. Chris Paul wasn't looking. He could have been injured on that play. So I really didn't like that. And then, hey, man, I'm just having fun. But, hey, Frank the Tank, Kaminsky. Hey, if somebody pushes your leader like that, you got to do a little something. He's not going to be in the next State Farm commercial. Bet that. I bet that. Frank Kaminsky will not be in the next State Farm commercial.
No, but I've never played in the Bush League, but it's rough.
Hey, listen. Hey, they might trade Frank Kaminsky for the Suns and Four guys just to make sure they got some goons on the roster.
Done with Brendan.
What? I'm just
Jason,
saying.
was your response?
They need somebody that's rough and tough out there.
No, I played with Pat Bev, and it was utter frustration at that particular moment. I mean, he was going back and forth all game, and, you know, CP3 did his talking on the court. I mean, he put the team on his back when he was needed most, and then, but this ain't basketball.
Come on, Kaminsky.
Yeah. That ain't basketball.
I'm mad that you've said more about Frank than Pat, Brendan.
No, because like with Pat, I was just disappointed.
Yeah. Of course.
Because I have a healthy respect for what he does. You need that wild card guy, but when you are a guy that does the talking, when you're on the other end, you got to accept it. And so I didn't like how Pat behaved. And the fact of the matter is, Chris didn't even say anything. That just tells you how under his skin he was. He just gave him the look like, yeah, you know what it is. It's over. And Pat just reacted poorly. And I just didn't like. I'm glad Pat apologized, but in the moment, I just didn't think that Pat handled that well at all.